this is Pragya and welcome to my channel Smart Studies with Pragya. So today's our topic is Roman numerals, chapter 1, knowing our numbers. This is our last topic of this chapter and then we will solve our NCERT questions. So let us start. Now what is Roman numerals? So Roman numerals is also a system of a part of system of numeration, just like Indian system of numeration and international system of numeration. Is this system of numeration, Roman numerals, has some rules. Without rules, it is nothing. So if you want to learn about Roman numerals, first you must understand Roman numerals rules. Now first we should understand this table. This table is Roman and Hindu Arabic table. In this we understand which number is what in Roman numeric system. So first this Roman numeric system is written with the use of letters. First I is 1, 5. This is V is 5, X is 10, L is 50, C is 100, D is 500, M is 1000. You can note if you want. Okay. So first now let us understand the rules. So our rule number 1 is repetition of a symbol means addition. A symbol can be repeated a maximum of 3 times. That means, for example, if we before starting, you all will be wondering that why only I have written only 1, 5, 10, 50. Where are 2, 3, 4? Now Roman numeral system is only based on these symbols. Okay. Okay. Now let us start now. So first, if we, for example, take this I. Okay. So repetition of a symbol means addition. That means if we repeat this again, what is this? If this I is 1, then this I is also 1. Now it is repeated 2 times. So we add this 1 2 times. We got our answer as 2. So we can write this as, okay, this. We can also write this as this. Okay, and we can also write this as this. So these both are correct. You can write as this or as this. Now also you can write I like this. Okay. So this is also 2, this is also 2 and this is also 2, but in different ways. Now what if we add this I? Okay, so now we will add this I 3 times. So we added this I 3 times and we got our answer as 3 because 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 3. Now what if we add I 4 times? Now do we get our answer as 4? No. This doesn't mean anything. Why? Because this symbol, any symbol, can only be repeated a maximum of 3 times, not more than 3 times. Okay, now our next rule, rule 2, is putting a symbol of smaller value after a greater value means adding the symbols. For example, we take a smaller value 1 and a greater value 5. So what do we according to the rule, if we put 5 and 1 in this order, that means 1 is after 5, then what do we get our answer? 6. Why? Because V is 5 here and 1 is 1 here. Now 5 plus 1 equals 6. Now we got our answer as 5 plus 1 equals 6. Our next rule is rule 3. Putting a symbol of smaller value before a greater value means subtracting the smaller value from the greater value. Now, for example, if we again take the smaller value as 1 and the greater value as 5, then what we get? So, we put 1 and 5 in this arrangement, V and I in this arrangement. Why? In this arrangement. Okay. Why? Now this arrangement equals 5. Why? Because this is 1 and this is 5. This number is called 4. Why? Because I is called 1 here and V is called 5. Now what do we do is, if a symbol of smaller value, that is I, comes before a greater value, that is 5, then what do we do? Subtract the smaller value from the greater value. That means 5 minus 1 equals 4. We can say V minus I equals 4 here again. Write this number as, we can also write this number as 1 and 5. Okay. Now we can also write this number as this. Okay. These three symbols mean same, that is 4, but the the difference is only that the writing. Now our next rule, rule 4, is if a symbol of smaller value comes in between of greater values, then it gets subtracted from the symbol immediately following it. Okay. So that means if a symbol of smaller value, for example, if we take two greater values, for example 1 and x, and we take a smaller value, if we take a smaller value 1 and a greater values v and x, then these 1, v and x, that means 1, 5 and 10, what would be